कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी, ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello and good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this webinar called Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai is a webinar series presented by the management of Franchise India every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with an aim to introduce you to a new business opportunity. Today, we have a QSR brand called B Cafe. B Cafe is Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited's innovative ventures into the food and beverage sector, aiming to enhance customer experience at fuel station by offering quality refreshment and comfortable amenities. B Cafe represents BPCL's commitment to diversify services and enhance customer satisfaction by integrating quality food and beverage options within its fuel stations, providing travelers with a convenient and pleasant stopover experience. To talk more about this brand and the business opportunity, we have Arvis. Arvis is the franchise management and marketing head. I'm also joined with Vishwas Anand. He's the head of Friend Enterprise. And also have Madhu. She's the key account manager for this brand. But before we talk about the brand and the business opportunities, I would like to inform all the viewers that you also have an opportunity to ask questions related to the brand and the business model. I would request you all to please keep on posting your queries into the Q&A box to make this session more interactive. And we will take up, of course, all your questions post-brand presentation. Now, I would request Avis or maybe Vishwas, if you can, set the context, and then we'll start the brand presentation.
Hey, thank you, Bharat, and I welcome all the attendees for this fantastic webinar, our digital property business over a chai. And today we have a flagship brand from flagship QSR model from one of the largest PSU of India, which is Bharat Petroleum and Corporation Limited. And we have a prominent leader from BPCL, Mr. Arvis, with us. So I will just share a glimpse of this quality brand, that this is the unique F&B model where the investor don't have to worry about the rental part of the property, nor the high amount of capex from the for this cafe. So it is a worrisome rent-free business model, and detailed will be shared by the Honorable Mr. Arvis, who's there with us from PPCL itself. So over to you, Arvis, sir. Thanks, please.
Thank you so much, Vishwasi and Bharatji, for introducing me. So welcome investors, a very good afternoon. So myself, Arvis Dhanvik, I am basically a Bharat Petroleum officer, and here I am taking care of the B Cafe brand, in which I am taking care of the franchisee management and the marketing for this particular brand. So I'll quickly introduce all of you to the concept that what is our business model, what is our thought process, why we have introduced the non-fueling business proposition in today's era. So we'll just walk out with all those things. So as you all know, Bharat Petroleum is we are a Fortune 500 company, and it's our second largest oil marketing PSU in India. And pan India, if we talk about, we have some 23,000 odd petrol pumps and some 8,000 LPG distributorships. So we are into the many upstream and downstream segment of the oil and gas sector. Particularly, recently we have also ventured into the cafe model, which we thought is a need of an hour. And BPCL is also very prominent in other non-fueling businesses also. So, like on the highways, when you travel along, you might find KFCs, you might find Pizza Huts, Subways. All that have been are in tie-up with the Bharat Petroleum. Particularly, when you move ahead, we also have the specific business segments for our trucker models, which we called as a brands called Ghar OSTS. So all these particular brands work in non-fuel business part. So in this element, we have just introduced a B Cafe, which is the need of the today's era in our business proposition recently. And I'll just quickly get you through the presentation. The presentation is a very brief and more of a graphics involved so that you can get to know that what I'm talking about, how our cafe looks. So, and then after we'll go for the business proposition. So I'll quickly share my presentation now. Is the screen visible?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. This is our B Cafe brand. As you can see, this is a brand curated and crafted by Bharat Petroleum. After a R&D of 2.5 years, we have come up with this brand. And in this brand, we have three business propositions. So we have beverages, hot and cold beverages. In this, we have some 35 plus items. We have food items in which we have pizzas, burgers, Maggies, momos, like finger chips, whatever you say our cafe should have, we have that type of a food. In this also, we have some 30 to 40 plus food range. Next, we have the impulse item also for cookies, the chocolates, the Red Bulls, all that category. So we are into the three business propositions at present. Now I'll show you what type of a cafe I'm talking about. So this is a type of a cafe which I'm talking about. It is inside the petrol pump, at the petrol pump, I can say. And this is how the structure looks like. So this one we have opened in Pathankot. Till now, we have opened some 50 plus cafes pan India. And we have a target, like we are expanding to some 400, 500 cafes in next 2 to 3 years across pan India. So such type of a cafes you will soon will be able to see at the petrol pumps. This one is of a Pathankot. So this is a kind of a night model which it looks. So the one of the best USP of this particular model is that we have a dedicated washroom inside the cafe. And these are the kind of interiors which we are talking about. So as you can see, like a third wave coffee, baristas, Starbucks, the kind of interiors which they provide, we are into the same class segment and we are providing the kind of a same ambience to our customers. This is a cafe which we have opened 4 or 5 months back in Bangalore. As you can see, this is also at the petrol pump, and here you can see the full glass glazing, the inside cafe look. This one is at Haldwani. This cafe is in Shahabad on Ambala Road on the highway in Haryana. So here you can also see at the back side there is a petrol pump, and inside the petrol pump this cafe has been built up. This is our flagship cafe at Dharamshala. It is at the like prominent tourist location, Dharamshala. At the back, you can see it's a full valley view. And we have this one is a full scale model for us around some 1100, 1200 square feet at a first floor. So such type of a cafes we are into right now. And I'm talking about this kind of structures. So now I'll take you to the business model. So in this particular model, we have three type of a formats. The one which you have seen is a full scale model, which starts from 600 square feet and approximately have a sitting capacity of 20 to 22 people. Coming to my second model, it is called as an express model. So express model, the sitting capacity is around 10 to 12 people and it is a 400 square foot. So in these two models, we are working right now. We also have a third model with us, that is shopping shop, but that is for our own convenience stores, wherein we have a supermarts and inside the supermarts we open those cafes. But that is only limited to the BPCL at present. We have not opened it to the general public till now for the franchisee. So for the franchisee, we have two models, the full scale one and the express one. Now, I'll take you to our menu part, which is a very important segment of the whole business model. So in the menu, I'll let you know the type of items which we are in and plus their rates. So you just also judge the rates, get a feel of it, and then compare with the cafes in and around you. Because when I talk about the pricing, so a normal cappuccino cup in a third wave coffee or in a, let's say, barista or in a CCD, it starts with some 230, 248 rupees for a small 240 ml cup I'm talking about. The same kind of a ambience, the same kind of a quality we are giving at just rupees 99. So we have projected our brand for the people who are coming to my petrol pumps or who stay nearby my petrol pumps. So as a government company, I'm not targeting a niche segment. So all these brands generally targets the niche segment, 1 or 2% from where they can get a profit. But this particular brand in which we have kept up pricing according to that. Coming to okay, so let me show you my menu. So these are the formats which I talked about. It's a full scale model. And then we have the express model. So these are some of my actual product photos. So as you can see, this is all a B Cafe branded crockery, and this is a cup of a cappuccino. These are the actual photos which we have taken, like we have made the product and then we did the product photo shoot. And these are some shakes and all, pizzas, burgers. Now the menu is appearing. So this is my cold beverages menu. So as you can see, my Americano is of rupees 99, iced Americano. Then cold chocolate is in a range of 130. The shakes are in a range of 150 to 160, 170. The frappes, which goes a lot, are into range of 140 to 180. The coolers in a range of 130 to 140. Iced tea, 120. So we are in a range of, by and large, in a range of 100 to 160, 150. Coming to the hot beverages, as I talked about, our signature product cappuccino is of rupees 99, and the latte and all is of rupees 109, flat white 109, mocha special 129. In indulgence range, we also have some class products in which we are also in a range of 130 to 150, maximum up to 150. Coming to the food part, again, we have sandwiches, momos, pizzas. Let's say my pizza is of rupees 199. The paneer one is of rupees 139. The burgers are in a range of 140, 150. So all that comes with fries also. Going ahead. Then another finger foods, if I talk about that, veg puffs, chicken puffs, 99, 69, falafel kebabs, 99. Then we also have the bakery items with us. In bakery, we are also into the range of rupees 99 to 150. Similarly for the waffles. So by and large, this is our menu. in which we have hot beverages, cold beverages, and plus the food items. Now, coming to the very important concept that what kind of a food is there. So my whole food is on a frozen food concept. So why we have kept it as a frozen food? So that for the investors, my wastage goes to zero. So when I say zero, it means tends to zero. My whole food is being prepared at -18, stored at -18, transported right to the cafe at -18. And as a brand, we have a vision to give the same quality, same taste across pan India. So for that purpose, we have the centralized vendors for supplying this food and for supplying this coffee to us. So when I say some of the partners of such vendors, we have partnered with Pyramid Eats. We are also in a partnership with Jubilant Foods. So such type of a vendors we are in a partnership with. Coming to my coffee, so coffee is my specialty. It's my signature. And we procure the coffee beans from Coorg and Chikmagalur, and we prepare the brand. Like we have prepared the blend of it, then we roast it. So then we have given to some particular central vendor. So from the same vendor, if you procure the coffee outside, you won't get the same taste because that is a very specific taste which we have defined for our brand. So for this also, we have did a research of 1.5 years with a very renowned barista, if you guys know, Mr. Vikram Khurana. So he was one of the founding member in the initial days of the CCD. Right now, he's in the board of directors of like Third Wave Coffees, Copy Solutions. So all that he's been working with. So he's a business consultant for us, with the help of whom we have designed and curated the full brand. So this is about my food. This is about my coffee and the models which I have shared to you. Now, this one is my whole concept, what I'm as a brand giving to you. Now I'm coming to the financials of the business model. So the kind of a cafe which I have shown you, the kind of a structure which we are into. So we are into the brick and mortar structure, no porta cabin. So at a porta cabins, we do go, but at a places where we have a space constraints and all. So when I talk about the brick and mortar structure, normally the cost of a cafe, if you start from scratch, in which you have to make a building, you have to get a land, you either will get a land on a rental or you should have your own land. Then you construct a building over it. Then you do the interiors and outers. Then you go for the kitchen equipments, furnitures, ACs. Then the franchisee fee. Putting all together, if you go outside the market, you search for some brand and all, the minimum cafe costs you up approximately in a range of, let's say, 70 to 80 lakhs. This I'm talking about a tier 2 city. When I move to tier 1 city, it goes up to 90 to 1 CR. The full cost of setting up a cafe like this, 600, 700 square feet. The beauty of my model, let's say the beauty of Bharat Petroleum B cafes is this. So you don't have to worry about the major capex part. You don't have to worry about the land. You don't have to worry about the rentals. All that major capex part, let's say 40 to 50 lakhs, is being invested by Bharat Petroleum. So the full structure, the full interior and outer, and the land will be given to you by Bharat Petroleum. So now the franchisee has to. The first part is the franchisee fee. The second part is the kitchen equipments, and the third part is the furnitures and the interiors. So when I say now, I'll talk about the franchisee fee. So for a full scale model, we have a franchisee fee of 4 lakhs plus GST for 5 years. Coming to my express model, the franchisee fee is of rupees 2 lakhs plus GST for 5 years. Along with this, we also get a refundable security deposit of 2 lakhs rupees. So that is again for the 5 years only. So this is the franchisee fee cost to us. Then the kitchen equipment cost put together comes around 12 lakhs. Furniture comes around 3 to 4 lakhs. So when I add up all these costs, for a franchisee as an investor in a full scale model, you are investing around, let's say, 23 to 25 lakhs, including the security deposit, franchisee fees, equipments, everything. And in a express model, you are investing around some 17 to 18 lakhs rupees. So this is my business model. I'll just quickly also share once again my presentation in which you'll get to see these financials which I'm talking about. So as I say, so right now you just focus on the one-time investment. I'll also share you the revenue sharing part and this right-hand part later. But you just see for the full scale model, the dealer's investment is approximately, let's say 20 to 22 lakhs plus the 2 lakhs rupees. So total 24 lakhs. For express model, 15 to 17 lakhs plus 2 lakhs rupees. So around 19 lakhs, in which franchisee fee is inclusive. Okay, this is not a separate fee. This is inclusive of this cost. So I hope till now I'm clear. I have made a presentation very simple in a simple mode. Now coming to the operating part. So this is a one-time fee which you pay to us. Coming to the operating part. So in the operating part, let's say you guys are doing 10,000 or 15,000 sales per day. Let's say 10,000 sales per day. So in a month, you are doing some 3 lakhs of sales. In that, we charge 12% of the revenue. Okay. So when I say 12% of the revenue, so BPCL charges 12% of the revenue over the sales which you have done. So let's say you have done a sales of 3 lakhs rupees. For 12%, we charge 36,000. Whatever the sales you are doing, we are charging 12%. So as I said, we have the 3 business propositions: food and beverages and the impulse item. So on the food and beverages, I think there's a noise behind me.
No, it's okay.
Okay, it's fine. Fine. So on the food and beverages part, we charge you 12%, and on the impulse part, we charge you 5% only. Okay. So that's the same for the express model and the full scale model. So this is my monthly expenses for you, basically your monthly expenses. Coming together, the next fee which we charge is the signage fee. So signage fee is for the metro. We charge 8,000 per month. For non-metro, we charge 6,000 per month. That is for a full scale model. I'll quickly got the message, be clear 12% and 5%. I'll again clear it on that part. So coming to the signage fee, which I was talking about, for a full scale model, we charge 8,000 for a metro, 6,000 for non-metro. And for the express model, we charge 6,000 for a metro and 4,000 for non-metro. So what is this signage fee? This signage fee is a kind of a maintenance fee, because the whole structure is being built up by us. The interior outer is being done by us. So if any maintenance comes up, BPCL takes care of it. Okay. So I'll again quickly share you the presentation part in which this signage fee will also appear. So as I said, revenue sharing on food and beverages part, it is 12%. On impulse part, it is 5%. Signage fee 8,000, 6,000. For express model, same revenue sharing, but the signage fee differs 6,000 and 4,000. Perfect. So I think so this is my whole model is about. And when we work on the financials and all, so in any business, the ROI basically comes in, let's say, 4 to 5 years. But with the 10,000 sales and with this kind of an investment, if you go around, we are getting some gross percent, like net margin, if I talk about. we are getting somewhere around 22 to 35% of the margins. This is the net profit. I'm talking about net profit percentage. And with this ROI, you can recover your cost in some 2.1 to 2.2 years. So that is my whole business model is about. So now, if you guys have any doubts, any things we can discuss and I can explain to you.
So we have a question in Q&A session that either basically it's a clarification somebody is asking. All outlets are Coco 1 for BKF model. तो इसका आंसर तो मैं ही दे देता हूँ RVC. Yes, all the outlets are the Coco 1 for BKF model because it's company owned property where they are preparing this the infrastructure of the cafe. Parking facility for dine-in outlets. Yes, parking facility is there on all the outlets. And now third part is what is the net profit on 3 lakhs for investor excluding your 12%. So basically he's asking on the financial part कि after giving 12%, what will be the net margins? So एक बार अगर इसको और RVC हम discuss कर ले तो
कर लेते हैं, yes. So I'll also share, like before coming to this financial part, I'll also share you that what kind of locations we choose. So when I say I'm expanding to 300 or 400 cafes in pan India, so I'm choosing those locations where there is a potential. Okay. So for studying the potential, we have our team which goes to the site, do the survey, and we have some 25 to 30 parameters out of which the site has been selected. So let's say, what are these parameters? I'll also talk about this. So my few parameters are there that at a petrol pump, how many four-wheeler vehicles I'm getting in a day. So let's say I'm getting 1,000 to 2,000 cars in a day. Let's say there is a parking space or not. There is a EV charging facility is proposed or presently is there or not. We also see that what's the spend capacity of the nearby area. We also see the demographics of it, that is the cafe is more accessible to the youngsters or to the service class, or is there any college nearby? Is there any hospital nearby? What can be my potential segments, potential customer segment? So when I talk about all this, whatever the location which you people will get for putting up a B cafe is a very thoughtful location. It's being confirmed after doing a lot of study, and the whole team was the part of it. So this is about the feasibility segment which I'm talking about. Now coming to the financials. So let's say ki you are doing a 10,000 rupees per day sales. I'll request if you guys can have a pen and paper and you can note down few of the basic cost so that you'll get a broader scope of it. So let's say in a day you are doing 10,000 rupees sales. In a month you would be doing 3 lakhs of a sale. So this is your revenue. Now I'll start calculating. Then at the last we'll add on all the costs. So let's say I'm opening a cafe in Bangalore location, and in a Bangalore is a metro to me. So I'm adding down the cost of a Bangalore, let's say. So 12% is my revenue sharing. That comes up to 36,000. This is my first cost. My second cost would be 8,000, the signage fee. 8,000 the signage fee. Coming to the next expenses is what is basically about the manpower. So for a full scale model, you need 3 people. So we call them baristas. So as an investor, as a franchisee, you have to hire those baristas and we will give them the training. So you don't have to worry about anything. Our team will come to the cafe. They will teach how to make a coffee, how to prepare a food, how to serve it. We have all the SOPs, the recipe books, everything in place. That's why you guys go for the franchising.
So would you
And
also be involved in manpower hiring, by the way?
no, we are not involved in manpower hiring because that is a very specific, it depends upon area to area. So we leave
Right.
that on the franchising. Okay.
Okay.
So let's say my next cost is of a manpower. So let's say in a Bangalore location, I quickly assume some 22,000. So one more thing, you don't need to hire a chef for it, or you don't need to hire a hi-fi barista for it. So basically, this is the people which are confident, which have right attitude, who can address the people's query. So a decent graduate person will do. So let's say you take a cost of 20,000 per month, because my most of the cafes which are running till now, there the baristas are in this range only. So what is there? So one is barista who will prepare the coffee. The another one is the helping staff, and the third one would be the cleaning staff. So put together, you all can take 50,000 or 60,000 for your whole manpower salary. So let's say I'm assuming the cost right now on the higher side. Let's say I'm assuming 60,000. Okay. Coming to next is the major part comes to the electricity part. So the cafes which presently running, I'm getting an electricity bill of 15, 16,000. Presently, let's say I put it as 15,000. That again depends upon the area, but by and large, this figure moves around this on only. Now, the next major cost is the raw material cost, the cost of goods. So since I'm doing a 3 lakhs of a sale, my major cost appears to be like 30% of it. So when I say 30%, it includes all the buns, the frozen food items, the takeaway material, the sauces, the packaging, everything. So more or less, it varies on item to item. Let's say my beverages are around in a range of 20 to 28%. The burgers are in a range of 29%, sandwiches in a range of 31%. So put together in a range of 30% of the revenue. So this is my cost of goods, whatever the raw materials you are procuring for that cost. So that I add it as 90,000 for now. Okay. And coming to the next would be, since I am a new to the cafe, I have to take care of the housekeeping and other miscellaneous things also, that raw materials and all. Let's say you keep it as 10,000 per month. I have added 10,000. Next can be my marketing cost. Let's say I'm putting, I have to go do the digital marketing. I have to hire the nano and micro influencers to propagate my cafe. So let's say 10,000 per month I'm taking it for right now. The marketing costs are usually initial high in the starting, and over the time period it reduces. So let's say in a full year, if you are going to invest some 1 lakh in the marketing budget, then it comes around 10,000 to 12,000 per month. So let's say I'm keeping it as 10,000. So anybody has calculated overall cost till now? If anybody can post in the chat group. Okay, no issues. I have added it for you guys. So whatever the cost which I have told till now, it is coming some 2,29,000. Let's round it off to 2,30,000. So
Yeah.
we did a sales of 3 lakhs, and we have incurred a cost of 230. So we got a profit margin of 70,000. So let's say 70,000 divided by 3 lakhs. We got a 23% net profit. So I just have one question, that which other kind of a business gives you this opportunity where you invest 20 to 22 lakhs, you get a 23% profit margin, and that too you are getting a standard operating practices, you are getting a franchise, you are getting a brand like a Bharat Petroleum, other than the share business. So I doubt, because F&B industry is the only industry which gives you a profit margin somewhere around 14, 15% till 35%. So that's what my financials were. Any further questions?
Arvis, we have question in the Q&A box and lots of question in the chat box, by the way. Ratish is asking, is there any plan to open B Cafe franchise in Kerala?
Yes, so I'll tell you. So, as I said, I have 400 to 500 cafe plans in next 2 to 3 years.
Mhm.
Currently, if I talk about Kerala, I have some 6 to 7 locations available, which I would be sharing to the franchisee India, and then
Okay,
franchisee India can take it forward. So in Kerala, yes, I do have the locations.
right. So, Mr. Menon, hope this answers your question, right? You can exclusively work in that particular region, right? I mean, this is really a wonderful, business opportunity, right? What about Tamil Nadu, Madurai?
Yes, Tamil Nadu, in fact, we have many locations. We have somewhere around 15, 16 locations coming up with Tamil Nadu for the franchisee.
Good. Wow. Okay. Vishwas, can you please check if any other? I mean, hope you have not answered all the questions.
Bharat, more or less we have answered. So basically, now people are asking for new locations, so which we cannot share right now. So existing location I have already shared with the group in the Q&A session as well, and in the chat box as well. Now some there is specific, like for people are asking for Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. So as per my background discussion, yes, we have opportunity coming up in other locations as well. So I have shared my number, and Madhu, ma'am,
Please.
please you share your number as well, so that people can save our number, and we will get in touch with the person who was interested in the specific location. And as we get the property available, we will reach out to the specific investors for these locations.
Sure.
Right.
So for now, I'll just request all the investors who are interested in this particular concept and who wants to get associated with the Bharat Petroleum, they can get in touch with the franchisee India team. And as I said, we have locations in every part of India right now. So since we are in expansion phase right now, so I hardly think any city is left where we don't have a location. So
True.
either you'll get a location at your very in and around, or in a range of some 30, 40 kilometers also. So just get in touch with the franchisee India team. They will certainly help you out with the particular locations, their Google location and the contact details.
Right. Someone is asking, like, do we also have any competition with Shell model? I don't think there's any.
I would like to answer that question.
Yeah.
So a very good question asked by whomsoever is asked it. So I'll tell you. So when we talk, so we are into the convenience business, as
Hmm.
I say. So when I talk about the convenience business, right now you can see the cafes at Shell outlets, at Reliance outlets. Reliance also has a cafe called Wild Bean Cafe. Shell has a Shell Select. All those cafes are kind of a grab and go model.
Hmm.
So there is no lounge experience in those cafes. So what separates our business from there? So they are just only relying on the people who is coming to my retail outlet. That's it. Because a person won't come for the nearby residential area and can sit and will grab a cup of a coffee or will take a chips. So we are into a completely different segment altogether. Our competitor is, let's say, third wave coffee, barista,
Hmm.
Starbucks. So we are not into the this grab and go model at present. Even if we talk about the highways, we need people to come to sit for 5 to 10 minutes. Like let's say my CNG fueling is happening. So during the CNG, the family comes out and they is like they stand in the scorching sun for 10 to 15 minutes. So that is the time where those type of a people can come to my cafe during the EV charging. EV charging, let's say 20 to 25 minutes is a charging time.
Hmm.
So where the customer will wait. So that's a place he can come to my lounge, he can get a cup of a coffee, get a sandwich, and he can relax there. So Bharat Petroleum is in such concept. So no, we are not in a competition with Shell and Geo.
Fair enough. True. So Amar Lunias is asking, is there is the GST included in the menu card?
So whatever the price I have shared you, whatever the menu I have shared you, whatever the calculation I have done is on the base price. No taxes was included in that. In the final food price, my 5% VAT is there. So let's say my coffee is of rupees 99, then there is a 5% VAT over it, which will come in the bill as a separate, which you are charging from the customer.
All right. I think we almost have given all the answers. Okay, there is a question. Another question is what do you mean by impulse 5% in revenue sharing?
So impulse are all such items which are the packed items on which MRP is there.
Mhm.
Let's say chips, cookies, chocolates,
Correct.
mints.
Okay, so I think Vishwas, in case if we don't have any question, let's end this session. But
Yes.
I think we really have had lots of questions in the chat box. I know that lots of people want this particular franchisee at different locations. I would request you all to please get in touch with Vishwas and his team. All are absolutely be there to help you throughout. If possible, we will also have a discussion with Avis or any representative from B Cafe team, right? So that is how we basically do this. So I think that's it for the day. Um, any last comment, any closing remarks for the investors, by the way, from your end, Avis?
So I'll just say that it's a very good business opportunity, which you might not get with any other brand who is constructing a full cafe for you, giving you the full standard operating practices, and plus you are getting a chance to connect it with the largest PSU of India. So I would request that you can show your interest in this business model to franchisee India, and we will definitely connect with you.
Perfect. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, everyone who's also joined this webinar and stayed with us for last 45 minutes almost. Thank you so much because all these webinars are just done for you so that you can take an informed decision. And of course, this brand is absolutely fantastic. In case you must go for it, right? So that's it. Thanks so much for being with us, Vishwas, Madhu, right? For participating in this webinar, and Avis for wonderful presentation talking about the brand and the business opportunity. So that's it for the day, guys. Tomorrow we will again come up with a new brand and we'll explore the another business opportunity. Till then, take care and have a nice day ahead.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Thank you,
Bharat.
Mr.
everyone.
Bharat.
Thank you,
Thank
Madhu.
you.